Fall protection is our next topic that we're going to discuss. When we look at fall protection, we look at several different issues. Our first issue is who is actually responsible for the first phase of fall protection. Fall protection is defined basically as when you're working at elevations greater than 6 foot. We rely on the general contractor to supply us our first level of fall protection. This can be supplied with something as simple as putting up a handrail or guardrail system. When we look at a guardrail system, we look at the top rail of a guardrail system should be at 42 inches. A mid-rail should also be present at 21 inches, and it also should have what they call a toe board on it. Now, by any chance that this is not in compliance and fall protection issues is left up to the subcontractors, we use a system of harnesses and several different specified systems to put into place. Now what we have here, we have the simple body harness. Now body harness, you must inspect this on a regular basis. In other words, do not take the word of a fellow employee that this harness is in good shape. So you should always take a good quick look at it. You inspect all the webbing on it to make sure it's not flawed or damaged. You look at all the buckles on it to make sure they're in good shape. What happens if someone stores this next to a petroleum-based product and you have a deterioration of the strapping on it? We want to make sure that this will hold you. A body harness is designed to hold 310 pounds. 310 pounds. That's what they're designed and what they're engineered for. Now, when we talk about a body harness, we talk about another piece. It's called a shock absorbing lanyard. This is what they call a 6-foot shock absorbing lanyard. 6 foot in length. As I'm 6 foot tall, this here is equivalent to my height. Now, when we look at this, it's also, you have to do a thorough inspection on this. Okay, now that we talked about 6 foot, think about this. An average person, or a person of my size is 6 foot. We have a 6-foot shock absorbing lanyard, and we say shock absorbing. What does this here phrase mean? Well, if this was no more than a plain piece of rope installed on a harness, and you was to fall, it would create a downforce of you of greater than 3,000 pounds. OSHA says it has to be decreased to 900 pounds or less. And that's what this part right here, this is called the load. This here, once you fall, it will start feathering out and it will decrease your fall force to 900 pounds or less. Now we talked about, I'm 6 foot, 6-foot lanyard. The load is 42 inches, that is 3.5 foot. Always remember you need to have a safety margin on all falls of approximately 3 foot. So that makes this system good for 18.5 foot. Think about that. Now when you're on your job site, I don't expect you as an employee of Bright Future to be fluent with all aspects of fall protection. It's my job to go out and interview and oversee and make sure that the proper equipment is issued to you for your fall protection. Your fall protection tie-off point has to be able to support 5,000 pounds. So what that's telling you is a piece of 1/2 inch EMT is not what you need to be tied off on. Like I said, there's several systems that can be put into play, and when I go out on your job site or a representative from our company to look at your job site, we look at do we need 100% tie off, or we have to have double leg lanyards? Do we need ropes and rope grabs? Do we need retractable lanyards? There's several different aspects of fall protection that can be put into play. This is the very simple 2-piece set that majority of our scopes of work can be handled with just these 2 pieces of fall protection. Remember, greater than 6 foot, secondary system, harness, lanyard. Keep this in the back of your mind. If it comes up in other types, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to come out and assist you.